we are leaving the island, but there's an issue here, and we're not sure if the little island that we need to go on is flooded or not. Because you leave our island.
Maybe it was an accident. That's the reason our power went out.
Probably so.
I don't know. I mean, there's only 2 lanes, and one coming and one going.
Think the road's flooded.
And you can see over there all the water's up by the road here.
It's probably flooded down.
Oh, it is flooded.
What?
What does it say? How do you know?
I'm on Waze, Dad.
What's a long ways?
Is it closed or not closed?
It's got red dotted lines.
Yeah.
That means it's probably
It's just slow. It's
Okay.
just slow. We'll get off.
So apparently, the way Tybee works is you cross the little bridge. We're still on Tybee. We're leaving the island. And when you leave the island, you cross a little tiny bridge. And then you go over to a marsh island, which is a very small island that has really nothing but marsh on it. And I think it has Fort Pulaski on it,
Oh, right there.
which is an old historic fort, and that's it. And then, but that
It says
island
closed
floods,
at high tide flooding.
Oh.
so we have to
Where
turn
does it say
around.
that?
It says
On
on
Waze.
Marshall's
Is
Ways.
it closed?
Okay, so it doesn't look like we're leaving the island anytime soon. We are now stuck
Wait, what
because you can't get off the island because of the flooding.
Plug in my phone.
Wait, put this car away.
So we have to turn around if we can ever get through this traffic. We're
Coastal
at
flooding
the-
on Highway 80. This is moments before this road was closed during high tide.
Okay,
To
so
and from Tybee.
to and from Tybee. Okay, so we're stuck. We're stuck on the island.
Remember we
Okay.
when we come back on the island, remember?
So yes, we are stuck. You can see the water.
It says if travel is required, allow extra time. As some roads may be closed. Mom.
Okay, Mom. The roads are closed.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
Look, you can just
Can't
see
even
over
make
there.
it to
Look.
the little bridge. I'd hate to be stuck on the bridge. Then you really can't turn around.
Nope.
Oh my gosh, at least we're stuck here. Hopefully we can get turned around if the cars will ever
I kind of want
move.
to walk up there.
Okay, so we're back on the island again. We had to turn around. My sons walked up to the bridge. They had the bridge all blocked off because the Pulaski Island was completely covered. And so we don't know what we're doing. We have no idea. Okay, so we turned around. We're going to Spanky's. We're over by the pier here. We might take a walk by the ocean if we can. But we're going to go get something to eat until the bridge opens up, until we can get across the other island. And so we're going to Spanky's. Tybee time. What do you see out there, Marshall?
It's actually still pretty flooded. That one part, but it's not as high as it was.
Yeah.
But there's actually starting to form of a river.
Wow. Okay, now we're ordering food here, waiting for my other son to come.
I don't know.
And let's see what we're going to have.
Doesn't tell what we're eating.
Where did he go?
He went to the pier.
Oh, okay. My fried
Never
pickles.
responded.
Yum, yum,
And then I
yum.
noticed I didn't.
There it goes. So we are out eating instead, right? And so we're gonna go look at the ocean. Was the ocean all filled?
It wasn't all full, but there's some parts where it's still kind of.
All full. Does that make sense? Is the beach
No, it's
filled?
like-
I meant.
It's low tide.
We just realized you forgot to pay for parking. So you had to leave and go pay for parking, because here on Tybee, it's if you're not here year round, which even though we own our home, we're not here year round, so we don't have a parking pass, so you have to pay for parking. Oh my gosh. It's still blocked.
For now.
Wow. They're all blocked. Okay, so we can't get off the island. We're stuck. We're stuck on the island. I'm actually having chicken nuggets because I,
You don't remember?
let's see. What did you get, Jack?
No, I want it.
Oh, you got a
French dip.
French dip. And what did Marshall get? A hamburger?
Hamburger.
And Matthew
Same
got-
as you.
Okay, you got the same thing as I did. I definitely see I'm not being vegan today.
That's good.
Okay, we are walking up here to the pier to see how much we just finished eating. It was wonderful over at Spanky's. They're all just beach bars and they're wonderful. Woo! there's the pier. We're not going up on the pier today. But we are right here. And, well, I think the ocean's pretty high. Let me see. There's the pier over there. Yep, it's high. Let me see. Wow. Wow, wow. Lots of water. Too cold to play in the water. Yeah. Wow. Look at all this. They took the swing away here, I think. You know what, Matthew? They took the swing away here. They took the swing. Remember how they always had the swings? I don't see it.
He was down there, but
Well, we're going back to the house for a little bit, and then we're going to try to get off the island. We think the water may be receded a little bit so we can get back off the island. That is island living, when you live on an island and the water, you know, it rains and then you can't get off the island. That's why when there's hurricane warnings, you need to get off while you can, so you don't get stuck here during a hurricane. We are going back home now again to our house. Okay. Okay, back home. Okay, long story short, we're back at the beach house. I mean, the island, oh my gosh, I'm in my bedroom because they're all watching the football game right now, but hopefully we're going to start back in just a little bit. And long story short, the way it worked is that we went to get off the island. We noticed this long line of traffic before you get off the island, a little tiny bridge, and we couldn't get off the island. We just couldn't do it because the next island over, our little bridge connects to another little island. And that island is not necessarily an oceanfront island. It's more of a marsh island. This island is an oceanfront island. This is 2.5 miles long, a little over 2.5 miles long, about a half mile wide. And it's connected to the mainland by a little bridge that connects to a marsh island that connects to another island. And then you go, somehow you make your way into Savannah. And anyhow, we couldn't get over the marsh island because it was covered with water. And so that's the only way on and off the island. And so they had the little tiny little two-lane bridge blocked off. So we sat there for about, an hour in traffic, and then finally we made our way around. We turned around, came back into Tybee, and we didn't have any food left in the house because we cleared it out, because we're going to be gone. And so we went to Spanky's, which has excellent food. And when I go to a restaurant, I eat what I want. I eat whatever it is that I want. And so I had fried pickles, and I had fried pickles, and what else did I have? I had chicken fingers, which, I'm vegan, so that's not on my vegan list. So, but like I said, I'm sometimes a bad vegan. And so, yeah. So anyhow, now we are getting ready in a little bit, hopefully to try to get across the Marsh Island and back over, off of Tybee onto the Marsh Island, over the little bridge, and then back to the mainland, and then on our way home. Because I do want to get home, and I have a lot this week. I'm back in school, and I got a lot. So I hope to see you back home. Bye-bye. May God bless you. You're all watching the game. Where's Daddy? Where'd Daddy go? Oh, he's the outside doing what?
Checking something.
Yeah, checking something. Okay. Covering up your face. There you go. Okay. So we are getting ready to go. So the window's calmed down. It's all dry. So now we have to wait till the water recedes, and that's what we're doing. And I really love my trip here this time. I really, really have enjoyed it, and it's just been wonderful and beautiful and everything. So, but I'm looking forward to getting back home because I have a busy life. A productive life. I love my life here. You know, my husband's talking about, let's just move here full time. Let's live on the beach full time again, like when our kids were little. And I said, wow, you know, living back here. I don't want to give up Grandma's house, what I call Grandma's house. It's my house, but I just call it Grandma's house, Grandma's driveway. I love my home there. So, but I think I could live here more. I think I could live here more part-time. Let's say half of the time I could live here. How about that? Because I love our doctors and medical care up there, and everything is so settled, you know, but we're settled here too. So I would love to live between there and here. How about that? So now here we are, right where we were, where all the traffic was, and now there's the little,
a long way.
yeah. Now we're coming to our little tiny bridge up
Right
here.
where the bridge starts at.
Yep, there now. See, the traffic is flowing again. So apparently the water receded, and let's see what we got. No water. Apparently cars are moving. Okay, here we go. This is a 2-lane little bridge leaving Tybee. I will look at the Pelican.
So it's all receded because it's low tide now.
It's low tide, but it was covered, must apparently have covered the whole road, so we couldn't. This is the 2-lane bridge, and we've got all the little boats down there. Can you see the boats over there? Let's see, I don't know if we can
Oh
see
yeah,
them
look
from here.
at the fishing pier now.
Yep.
Is it lower or higher?
Yep,
I can't see.
It was up to the bottom of the fishing pier yesterday.
Wow. Now
Right?
this is, now we're leaving Tybee onto the Marsh
All
Island.
this was water.
Yeah, this was all water here? Okay.
No, that was water over there, water over
Okay,
there.
it was all completely filled up. Now it's receded.
And the boat dock or the boat launch here the water was all the way almost up over the road.
It was. Wow. Covered the road.
Well, so it's gone back down
Yep.
in just that short amount of time. Look at the little truck road there. I made this trip many times in my expedition, 3 rows of car seats when the kids were little, back and forth to get off the island. So I can't believe, so where was the water then that closed the road? It must have just been right over top of the road. The road looks dry now.
Here.
Okay, okay.
Well, that was about 3 hours
All
ago.
the debris is.
Okay, so it's all pretty much gone back
Yeah, it's
now.
all gone back. That was about 3 hours ago now.
Okay,
They'll come back 7 hours from now.
yeah. It'll cover back up if it, well, it may not be so much if it doesn't start raining again.
Well, it's not going to rain the rest of the weekend.
Okay. We are now leaving Savannah, crossing over the big Savannah Bridge, and there's Savannah over there. We just came through Savannah.
It's Hutchinson now.
Oh, that's, he was talking about over there is Hutchinson Island.
They got a golf course over there. They got that convention center.
Oh yeah, I see the golf course.
Yep. Oh, there you go.
made it to Love's and we're fueling up, and they're going to go in and get me a big cup of coffee, and I'm not going in because we are about an hour from home here. Okay, so we are at Love's. They're going in and getting me a large cup of coffee because I've been sleeping for about, actually probably 2 to 3 hours, and because I'm not normally used to eating a lot of food, and we did eat out, and that was my last meal while I start my fast, and so I've started my fast, and so my husband's cleaning the windshield. Okay, this is south of the border, the famous south of the border, and we used to stop there all the time when the kids were little. But it's interesting. It's like an amusement park that is really kind of, it's kind of outdated in a way, very outdated. Probably was in its heyday in the 1950s and maybe 60s. And I don't know how it's held on all these years, but it has. And it's actually, they've south of the border over there. Okay, so now we're going to start on our back roads here. We just got off of 3 hours of being on the main roads, and now we're getting ready, and we're getting onto the back roads. So, and we'll do about an hour, what is it, an hour and a half?
It's an hour home.
Hour home now, so about an hour home.
The way I drive, it's an hour home.
And the way I drive, it's like a 2-hour drive home. So we're just starting on the back roads now.
55 miles home.
Okay, so we're not too bad. So we're pretty good. There'll be all farm fields pretty much on the way home now. There are the pretty farm fields right there. My pretty farm fields right there, all the way home. Pretty farm fields and country. We are home. We are home.